A very wonderful afternoon to fellow Nigerians around the world, and of course, to other people of their kind, and by extension, I mean other countries around the world, those who care anyway. I want us to quickly look at a message I simply titled this afternoon, The Desperado of the Igbo Biafra people. And one question all of us must ask, and that question is simple. Are Ikwere people actually part of Ohanaeze Ndi Igbo? Are Ikwere people part of Ohanaeze Ndi Igbo? I want you as an Igbo man, first of all, to understand our work here is not driven by hatred, but a simple act of mercy to deliver Igbo people from self-destruction. This is one truth that may beat your knowledge, and certainly we do not expect you to understand so quickly. But it's just a matter of time. It will dawn on all of you. We have decided not to generalize our work because we've actually seen that Igbos are not the same. I have said it severally. We have Igbo that say they come from Israel, that they are the descendant of God, the fourth son of Abraham, as recorded in Genesis 46. We have Igbos that are regarded as slaves, the Osu Igbo, by the same Igbo people. We have the Igbo that are referred to as Wawawa, which means they don't have sense, another set of Igbo. We have Igbo Igbo and Igbo Igbo, and we have the supposed sub-Igbo group. They are trying to coerce into Igbo. But if you agree, you are an Igbo man. Understand that our work here is to deliver you from the desperado of the Igbo Biafra people, the insulting people of Nnamdi Kanu. Don't forget to drop your insult on my comment section. We will be saving you from self-destruction. And those of you who are paying attention to what is going on, you will notice that to enforce it at home, a very shenanigan, hopeless attitude by the Igbo people to disturb Nigeria, our own dear nation. How many people did they kill today? And go and look at the list of those people who were killed, ranging from the vigilante to the Nigerian security agent and other victims. All of them are Igbo. And the people who are harboring this criminality, 99.9% of them are not in Nigeria. But of course, there is hunger in the land. And so they can buy data for you, give you just little money, and then you lose your mind. But the unfortunate thing is that these criminal-minded people who are behind the hopelessness of Ndi Igbo across Nigeria, if they make you to pull a shot, mark my word, this, your encounter, you cannot forget it even in 1,000 years. The world will properly take record of this. Because this is the essence of what we are doing, to save you from self-destruction. You see, let me tell you what most of you are not paying attention to. If you are a Igbo person, listen to me very clearly. I have fought for almost a decade and a half, trying to talk sense into the Igbos, our people, thinking they will have sense. We have talked down on the Yoruba, we've talked down on Hausa, and of course every other ethnic groups who cross our path in a manner that we do not expect. But in the midst of it all, we have sincerely appealed to our Igbo people to get sense. But they felt they have sense already. So who could advise such people with unmatchable wisdom, with a wealth that cannot be compared to even Elon Musk or any other? But we shall see how it ends. Now let me tell you something before we look into your desperado. If you see, for instance, Nigerian Nollywood. Nigerian Nollywood, when it was introduced, it was meant to incorporate all the movie industry from across every section in Nigeria. And I must give it to the Igbos. And that is a group of Igbo who actually, boom, presented a movie known as Living in Bondage. It was Living in Bondage that, I should say, modified the face of movie industry in Nigeria. This movie industry, known as Nollywood, was supposed to bring in the Yoruba tradition, the Hausa tradition, the Igbo tradition, and then every other ethnic group within the concept or idea of one Nigeria. But something happened. Nollywood was hijacked by Igbo. The Yoruba began to pull back. The Hausa did not show much interest on it, for a reason best known to them. But for some time, we criticized the Yoruba people. Instead of them to work hard to support the Nollywood, they are pulling back and going to build the Yoruba movie industry. which I should say was not the best thing to do. But I'm happy they took that stand in a time like this. The Igbos and their celebrities started showcasing Nigeria in a bad image. There is no movie industry around the world that will present any movie coming from the Nollywood. Most of you do not pay attention to this. Because our Nigerian artists and actors, actresses in the Nigerian Nollywood movie industry has succeeded in painting Nigerians darker than they look already. We were born looking guilty doesn't make us look guilty. And so every day they are projecting that Nigerians are ritualists, Nigerians are cultists, Nigerians don't make money in a good way, Nigerians are drug baron, and so on and so forth. The Yoruba respectfully moved back. But let me tell you what happened over 20 years later. The Yoruba went on their own, reviewed the essence of movie industry. This is actually the face of every country before the global community. What we show them on the faces of our television is what influenced almost 75% of how they view us. The Yoruba begin to bring in the values, begin to bring in their culture and tradition that is envied by all, begin to project it to the world in such a serene manner. Very lovely. Go and look at the Netflix. The Yoruba dominate it today. Go and look at the movie industry the Yoruba has individually built for themselves. It has taken over the face of African media all over the world. These are the Yoruba for you. This is because they're not waiting for somebody to advise them to do the right thing. They are doing the right thing, knowing fully well that it is the right thing to do the right thing. But you see the Igbos. I know your problem. Inferiority complex is simply your problem. But look at what you've done to Nollywood. And most of you who are somehow attached little respect to yourself, you don't have sense again. You can hear, what do you call him? Kenneth Okenkwo. These are all lawyers, Nigerian lawyers, people you think they're going to give you justice. You can see him talking from both sides of his mouth just because of money. Today is a PDP, tomorrow is APC. And they fail to understand that the next generation will actually looking up to them. You can see somebody like Kanayo the other time telling you that Igbo land have been militarized. What is the essence of all the checking points everywhere in Igbo land? And I want to hope all these dishonest intellectual individuals will truly come on social media, people like Peter Obi, and condemn the heinous crime of Nnamdi Kanu boys, the Eastern Security Network, also known as the unknown gunmen. These were people killing Igbo before now, and you call Fulani headsmen and the rest of it. Please, Igbo people, come to the social media space and condemn it. You will not do that. But I told you, your problem is inferiority complex. You have been looked down in Nigerian face for a very long time. And somewhere along the line, you feel you're having a comeback economically and otherwise. And what you decide to do is to oppress everybody, harass everybody, intimidate everybody. You're the one insulting people. You're the one attacking and instigating everyone against themselves. And you see, the funny part of it is, when we address you, you begin to play the blame card. Oh, they hate us. Look at what they are doing to us. If we want to go. You play victim, the very problem you caused for yourself. Come and blame Fulani headsmen. Come and blame Yatiala. Come and blame Boko Haram. We are watching all of you. But if you are Igbo, understand, if you cannot save your people now, and then be ready for the impending danger. It's not coming from me. The process you have initiated will certainly undo all of you, honestly, except you wake up and do the right thing. Nobody's going to applaud you for killing your people. Nobody is going to blame you for defending yourself. And nobody is going to fight against you if you maintain your lane. But by the time your supposed right begin to encroach on the right of the others, expect there will be consequences. And what you are doing today, there will surely be consequences. Let's come back to the issue of Desperado. I made a broadcast yesterday and I was putting on the red Agbo or a cat. I normally post in a time like this is because Facebook does not have the facility to record my broadcast when we come to that very teaching moment. And so, like I was saying, I made a broadcast yesterday putting on the Eka Agbo people traditional red cap. I say it so because I'm an Agbo man, but I know we cannot lay claim to that red cap. But the Igbos has gone ahead to claim that the red cap you popularly see in the head of Ohanaeze Ndi Igbo belongs to the Igbo. But then I have taken time to trace the origin of this cap, and I discover that it is a Nigerian cap. The Yorubas are the only people who have not seen any Yoruba tradition or attire associated with this red cap. The Hausa people use that red cap. Go and look at the Oba of Benin, he wear that red cap. Go and look at the Obi of Abo. Go and look at Ikwere people. Go and look at almost 90% of all the ethnic group in Nigeria has affiliation to that red cap. But today, go and Google that red cap. They will tell you it is Igbo chieftaincy cap. But it did not start from Igbo. The Igbo people, to showcase themselves before the global community, they use winter cap. And when we begin to tell them there has never been a history of winter in Africa, how come their traditional cap is winter cap? Now they begin to claim Anyoma traditional cap. And I want to believe when you trace it, the history of that red cap down, you will discover that maybe it came from Benin. But that is not the essence of this broadcast. But the point there is, I want you to reason along this line and see how the Igbo people have claimed a culture, a tradition, a heritage that is not theirs. And they are bold to tell you, it's Igbo name, it's Igbo town, it's Igbo culture, it's Igbo tradition. Their problem is simply inferiority complex. And while we're trying to save them in recent time, we began to ask them, if you say we are Igbo, Anyoma is Igbo, Ikwere is Igbo, Ahoda is Igbo, Abuwa is Igbo, Adua is Igbo, Isha is Igbo, Oba of Benin is Igbo, Oni of Ife is Igbo, everybody is Igbo, Buhari is Igbo. If you want to take along this path, and why is it that all these years, Ohanaeze Ndi Igbo does not consider what affects us as a people? If Abo man is Anyoma Igbo man, Ohanaeze Ndi Igbo ought to be speaking for us all this while. If Ikwere man is Igbo man, as they claiming today, begging for unity all over, why has Ohanaeze Ndi Igbo not been representing today? Okay, now we are back. And now, like I said, I was confronted by one Igbo man some time ago and told me that the first leader of Ohanaeze Ndi Igbo was from Anyoma. And that is true. But after his first tenure, we disassociated from Ohanaeze Ndi Igbo for so many reasons that has not been communicated to us. Since then, they choose to use Ohanaeze Ndi Igbo to favor themselves, speaking for themselves, protecting themselves, fighting for their interest. And then recently, they began to pick Igbo man born in Ikwere. That is why I warn all of you. You see any Anyoma man, you see any Ikwere man, you see any supposed sub-Igbo group who is fronting any line that, yes, your people are Igbo, Ikwere is Igbo, Anyoma is Igbo, all of them are Igbo. Watch them closely. They are children born by Igbo man in your community. They are not your people. And so the Igbo have rushed immediately. They went to Ikwere land, pick up one Ikwere man whose mother is Ikwere, but his father is Igbo, and then made him the leader of Ohanaeze Ndi Igbo. It was very disgusting, disgraceful, and very hopeless. Seeing them stage managing Nigerians, and the gullible ones they feel they can in Nigeria. Okay, it's back. And so I was watching the hopeless thing they were doing. The fellow Igbo were saying, if Igbo want to show they are just, they should give the next leader of Ohanaeze Ndi Igbo to Ikwere man to prove that they are elite. To go and pick Igbo man born in River State and say it's Ikwere man. This desperation will not lead you anywhere. And then one of them confronted me and said that when Ohanaeze Ndi Igbo was formed, they said that they are going to follow it up. First of all, alphabetically. Then A first. A for Anyoma. That was why Anyoma man was the first. Then B for Bayelsa. I'm not sure there is any state in the southeast that go with B. Now, let us assume it's the turn of Aro. What about Cross River? Don't we have Igbo people in Cross River again? So when did the Cross River man become the head of Ohanaeze Ndi Igbo? You see all this, your lie. We will expose you. We will not leave any stone unturned. And so you want to tell us all of us are Igbo. All of a sudden, Ikwere is now Igbo. This is one question we should ask ourselves. Truly, is Ikwere Igbo? It's a known fact and undisputable issue that has always been on ground. The Igbo man has never believed that Ikwere man loved them. Every minute, Ikwere hate Igbo, Ikwere hate Igbo. Wike start having problem with them because Wike say it's not Igbo. If you look at the problem between Wike and Senfobara, you will see these Igbo Biafra people are almost 70% behind all the crisis going on in River State. Of course, I blame Wike. It should allow Sam to do his job. I really wish he will make peace and allow Sam to finish his tenure like every other and try to bully him around or boss him around. And of course, I must advise Sam Fobara, if you allow Igbo Biafra man to deceive you that they are with you, you should fight Wike. You should know what they did to Adakaboro. You should know what they have done to all your people who has confronted their shenanigans in time past. You will not be spared. The point is, all this desperado, Why all this desperation? Wike say he's not Igbo. Today, Wike is the highest attack politician in the whole of Nigeria. Wike have told you that the presidency, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, asked him to build house for judges and buy them new car. But all of you want to destroy Wike. We are watching. Okowa say he's not Igbo. He's Igbo, but he's not Igbo. But, because there are a lot of things he need to explain before he will agree that he's Igbo or he's not. And then all of a sudden, DSS asking to come. Omo of Okpana ask Igbo people, go home and put your house in order. Few days later, she started having running stomach. And before they could attend to her, she died. We understand the essence of this desperado. And if you're listening to me, you are considered sub-Igbo group who are standing on their way to prevent them from recolonizing us, by assimilating us, by absorbing us. Know that your monarchs are not safe. Because they've seen that a lot of our monarchs are the ones standing between we and them. They would have taken advantage of the poverty in our midst, use our youth against our monarch. Ikwere, protect all your monarchs. Anyoma, protect all your monarchs. You are considered, all these villages, Ibaki people, they are coming to unite Igbo. Protect your monarchs. Oba of Benin people, protect your monarchs. Because that is the next place they will go to. It's not as if they have the power to do anything. They know how to manipulate, how to impersonate. They know how to meander. All their own is to prove that they are nothing, that they are not. You see these Igbo people from Biafra. Ask yourself, what is the essence of this desperation? And for those of you who are Igbo, who think you have sense, this is the time you need to pull back. Begin to talk to them. Maybe they will have sense. Because, you know, they believe, oh, nothing will happen. But the reason you people are making all this gra-gra and making this noise is because hand never touch on her. Hand never touch on her. And this thing you people are doing, mark my word, you will upset the balance. And the hand that will touch you, your children will not be able to open their mouth in Nigeria again for 1,000 years. Have you not done enough damage to our society? Despite everything you have done as Igbo Biafra man, Nigeria is still going where it is going to. And the simple question should be, why all this desperado? Why must all of us be Igbo? Why must all of us be Biafra? Why must you be the only person causing problem home and abroad? Why must it be that every bad thing about Nigeria, you are the one championing it? Why is it that you are the one killing your own people? It's not trending on social media. I didn't come up on time because I'm expecting to see some supposed Igbo saying, oh, what these people are doing is bad. You can't be killing our people. All of you now, devil has sewn your mouth. You can't talk. Some group of charlatans, criminals, product of your savior, Nnamdi Kanu, are there destroying life of Igbo people. Where you have supposed Professor Soludo, Professor Chukuma Soludo, you that can't protect yourself, you are the one coming to protect Ikwere. You that cannot protect yourself, you are the one coming to protect Abo. My brother, don't let inferiority complex destroy you people. Just look at every of your track record in Nigeria. They are all sorrowful, disgraceful, and very shameful. Don't you think you need to recall yourselves and make amends and repent? You know, the Bible actually says, he that is often rebuked without correction, his destruction will come, his calamity will come without remedy. Continue. Continue. You are the greatest. You are the richest. You are the most intelligent. You are the wealthiest. But you see all those places you are making your money, we will put eye in the coming days. All those, I have been saying it. All those your small barbing saloon, you sell drug. All those your eatery, you sell drug. All those your supermarket, you sell drug. All those your chemist shop, you sell drug. Very soon, we will come on live broadcasts like this, and we will give your address, the address of your shop, anywhere within the South region. That is where we'll start from. I will come online like this. I'll tell the police, go to number so street, number so street. I will give your full detail, give everything about you. I will tell Nigeria not to go yet, but to put eye on you. We will tell them when to strike. You think we are not monitoring you people? Because you are selling drug, we keep you quiet. You are not destroying our community with the drug. The point is that stop uniting us. Stop bribing people like Ned Nwoko to drag us into your hopelessness. Let Ned Nwoko pack to Anambra. Then when he said they should use us to compensate Ndi Igbo, we will be happy with him. He can't be hiding in Asaba. And then Igbo people are coming to hide in Asaba, a place where we are protecting with our blood, a place where we are fighting day and night ceaselessly to protect our people. And you people are destroying your village. And you want us to join your village where you don't have sense. Use your head. Fellow Nigerians, I want you to begin to speak sense to any Igbo around you. Ask them, why all this desperado? Ask them, has Ikwere now begun to love Ndi Igbo? Because I don't like this hypocrisy. We had a Zoom meeting discussing how to unite our people. At least let's form a very strong front to become politically relevant. And in that meeting, a lot of people attended from across the globe. I was the only Anyoma person there. And then there was no Ikwere person there. And every other Igbo in the southeast were fully represented. And the meeting continued. The first speaker made its submission. It was embodiment of Ikwere hate Igbo, Ikwere hate Igbo, Ikwere hate Igbo. The next person made his submission, Ikwere hate Igbo, Ikwere hate Igbo. The next one made his submission, Ikwere hate Igbo, Ikwere hate Igbo. Go and ask Uchoka from Efo if I'm lying. And when almost 10 persons has made their submission, buttressing on the fact that Ikwere hate Igbo, I then signal that I want to speak. And they gave me the mic. And I said, please, sorry to say this. The first person has made its submission, the second, the third, even to the seventh person. All of them are buttressing on one single point. And that is Ikwere hate Igbo. And I'm sure there is no Ikwere person here. If there is any Ikwere person here, I don't think they will like the way this matter is being presented. And if we can actually look around, I'm the only Anyoma person here. And maybe you will not say Anyoma hate Igbo because I'm here. What if I'm not here? What will you be saying about my people? I said, this having been said, let's look at the whole issue sincerely. Any Ikwere man that did not marry from Ikwere end up marrying from the southeast. And so I can say almost 60% of Ikwere people can trace their maternal home to the southeast. And so if Ikwere man is fast and prone to marry Igbo woman, that means Ikwere man may hate Igbo man, but did not hate Igbo woman. So let's change the phrase and begin to say, Ikwere hate Igbo men, Ikwere hate Igbo men. It will make sense to me. Because I cannot believe that about 60% of Ikwere people will trace their maternal home to southeast and then yet hate people from the southeast. Something is not right. There is one idiot in Europe there. They call him Ugochukwu Marama Ugochukwu, one of the saboteurs created by Nnamdi Kanu. He was one of the strongest allies of Nnamdi Kanu there. That buffoon, that idiot stood up and shot me down. He actually harassed everybody. How can they keep quiet and allow me to be saying the nonsense? We were inside the house trying to repair our house. So why would they allow me to be saying that rubbish? I told him, so what I'm saying is rubbish, right? He said, yes, it's nonsense. I said, I can see I'm not truly welcome here. I logged out. From what I heard, that meeting did not continue the moment I logged out because the progressive-minded Igbos started cautioning them. But the guy has not said something wrong. Some people say I should not have said it. That is how the meeting ended. But the point or the question you should ask that your Igbo friend, why are your people so desperate? Why all this desperado? We have not done any competition to see who is the richest person in Nigeria. And ironically, some of you think Dangote is the richest man in Nigeria. But I tell you, in the actual sense, Dangote will not even come out 17. I'm not sure Dangote have half of what Bua. You know the man called Bua Cement. I'm not sure Dangote have half of the money that man have. There are billions of Hausa multi-millionaires. You will not hear their name. They don't sell share. If shareholders in Dangote group of companies pull out their share, go and check the list of richest people in Africa. You see the position of Dangote constantly fluctuates. During election, go and check it. By the time most of these shareholders pool their money to do election, Dangote will drop from being the richest person to maybe 6 or 10. And after election, all of them push their money back and then he begin to trend. What does that tell you? And what am I saying? Despite this fact, we have never done competition to say, let us see the richest Nigerian person. Because none of these people can actually give a forensic audit of how they make their money. And without being biased, the richest woman in Nigeria is Mrs. Alakeja. Where did she work? She was a tailor. No, she claimed bank. As a bank cleaner, she now become a tailor. Obioma, as Obioma, all of a sudden she owned oil well in Bayelsa. And she's the richest woman in Nigeria. And I'm sure she's the richest woman in Africa. And so can they give us audit report on how she become this richest woman? But we know the truth. We know that the daughter of Tiwa Danjuma is one of the richest women alive today. Where did she work? How did she make the money? And so we have never been in competition who makes more money. Those who are robbing us politically are robbing us. Those who are robbing us by selling cocaine and other drug are robbing us. Those who are doing money ritual, doing yahoo by selling fellow human organ, human trafficking, they are all doing. All we have cared for is you are a millionaire, you are a millionaire. We greet you. Toile Baba. Oh, Shansa, General, we hail you. Make una use una sense. We've never been in a competition. We've not tried to know the most intelligent. We've not strived to see who is more educated. It's not necessary. All we have been fighting is to build a nation that will accommodate all of us. A nation where you can respect me and I respect you. A nation where we're supposed to put our differences aside and work towards building a strong force that will protect the next generation of our people. Nothing more. And so you ask them, why all this desperation? Why all this show off? Why all this forceful takeover? Why? And this is where I will bring the broadcast to an end. We will stand by and be observing you. We are watching the social media space. If any Igbo person will have the morality to come out and condemn the activities of Nnamdi Kanu gunmen on ground, the unknown gunmen killing Igbo people. Let us see what P2B will talk about it. Let us see the Ohanaeze Ndi Igbo report about it. And then let me ask you, Ned Nwoku, I hope you are ready to pack to Anambra and every other person agitating. Abo is Igbo, Okwane is Igbo, Anyocha is Igbo, Enuane is Igbo, Ikwere is Igbo, Ifonyani ne Igbo, Enyilechani Igbo. Ndị Abo nwenuchi, amane no nasaka aghọta ihe rachọ ngwono. Kana ekerekerero karịa adọpụ ha ndị niwe jekọdị ji ohi wee mụkọwe. Ihe niile rahụ were imeme, utele we kpọdọ nya. Ihe ete chọkọ nu eji mmenwa ba okpuru ọnụ. Oge nji hụ ndị nera eyuzukwu ọmụ n'ọlọ sụkarị inyowe. Ebe aka nọ mara ihe era mama ndị nkenye. Ka na-ebu n'ime iwe obi. Nnọdụ ma wọdụ. Ihe nunu eme ọkụkụ ụgwọ ndị nkenye kwere ike ọwụ. Ihe nunu chọ nunu mee ndị nkenye kwere ike ọwụ. Amara nke ndị nkenye imeme o. Wajụkọ ihe ole wekere eche n'ime ihe sọ n'iyo. Ka na ozigbo wepụ ha isi weke bepụ isi. Ọrụ mma na-ese erachọ na-edọkwa ma ndị nkenye enye si mezagha. Dodoni agale na azụ ụlọ jadi meme ihe. Jadi kunu ndị eze enyi, jadi kunu ndị na-eji enyi gwale niwe maka niwe nwa onwe iwe webu obi ebo n'ọrị. Atụkọmọnụ ntụ kana saka ngwọnụ. Kana iwe gwọnụ li ihe re-eme na-enye iwe n'ọnụ iwe. Den enya ga-ebe ahụ leba ma enya. Atụrụ imewe esi onye chọrọ na o unite ya jemenu, onye chọrọ na o unite ya jeme nkenu, onwe onye rarịọ nọsụ weni kọ ha mọnụ ibi egwanụ n'ọlakwa wetọ. Ihe emewa hụ na-esọkọ n'iwe wena ọghachi azụ ya mara were onye ewere ntụ ewere ọgwụ ewu edeke ewere igbu munewe wena ọghachi azụ tụye mego ka nọrọ ememe broadcast wa mara maka ni were onye egwu egbuele m maka ni were onye nke ma gwale ihe techọ nụ ememe one ihe na ndị ebu akpọ isolation wee chọọ wee kpam ya ebu bumemono den waghachi azụ wegbu. Anya niile were ime were isusu mọnụ ọnụ Judas isusu Jizọs ya kwere isusu. Ratu ye ni mu nshi ime nni menwa hụ isonwe eru ni we wechigbo ya. Oge okwu fere jife ike ọkụkụ n'ọkpụkpụ. Kika na nwere ihe niile m ibu nya agbọ. Ihe niile m nwansị ire wiwi ikewe. So ụnụ aghọtakọ amara na ụnụ aghọtakọ. Anya ha njile ndị na ọnụ kesị nra adọnụ gara pụhane. Ihe ragwọ n'ubu anya chi ihe nri meme. And to bring the broadcast to an end, understand, Ikwere is not Igbo. Nobody is Igbo in the southeast. We are who we are. We are who we are. Ahuda is Ahuda. Ogoni is Ogoni. Okreka is Okreka or Wakreke. We are who we are. They are Igbo and they are. And this is one thing they must respect. Let me bring the broadcast to an end here, but I'll go to my comment section and see the insulting people of Nnamdi Kanu and then respond to them before we go and begin to observe them. Maybe they will use their hand and kill themselves. I'm waiting for those bloggers that will tell you, Nigerian military, they have to kill Igbo people who are doing sit at home. And you people have not considered that your sit at home, you are disturbing us in our Nigeria. In our own one Nigeria, you are disturbing us. You are trying to bring anarchy. You are trying to cause confusion. I'm supposed to go to Lagos today No vehicle in my location because they cannot pass through your village because of unknown gunmen. And very soon now, we will start doing our own unknown gunmen. The federal government should take notice of this. If you do not attend to the madness of these Igbo people blocking the federal highway, preventing us from being able to access the corner of our country because they want their own country, very soon, once we are fully mobilized, we will be doing our own sit at home. And I know you people know how it will be. Our own sit at home will be 3 times every week. If you think we are keeping quiet, then think again. But we mean you no harm. Our duty is to correct the brain of Nigerians who eventually have become brainless. Because almost every sector has failed us. What do we do? What do we do? And the people have been sleeping very dormant and dozed for a very long time. We're trying to wake them up from their slumber. We're trying to help them. Believe me. We relied on men of God to help us talk sense into our people. You can see Ebukobi calling my own people Ndwalireri, which means we are brainless. And each time Igbo man tell you we are Ndwalireri, Ikwere is Ndwalireri, Anyoma is Ndwalireri, Abo is Ndwalireri, 2 things are involved. Number 1 thing there is that we are brainless. Our brain has been eaten. By implication, who ate up our brain? Nigeria. Who are the Nigeria? They mean that Yoruba and Hausa have confused us. They have removed our brain. Pastor Bukobi, I still have so many of his videos. Not 1, not 2 times, not 3 times. Once you say you are Chukuma, you say you are not Igbo, Nigeria has eaten your brain. Did you not see the wife of Ondo State Governor telling you that Yoruba hate Igbo? With all the atrocity he committed with the office of the husband when the husband died. Is it not a cause of Yoruba people that killed that man, their fellow Yoruba? Or you people think we don't know? He told you Nigeria is a zoo. Tomorrow they will make her Minister of Foreign Affairs. Who is deceiving who here? To ask your Igbo friend, simple question, why all this desperado? Let's see those on my comment section. You know, I love insult. I love insult. I see Messi. A Messi what? Of course, he's back. Like I said, I was looking at Messi. Messi say everything Inyamiri is doing now will destabilize their region. That they will not be able to recover for a very long time. Of course, Messi, you are correct. Destabilizing is understatement. You see, they are showing their little madness. They have failed to understand that there is a difference between you are mad and you are crazy. When somebody say you are mad, know that your level it can still be controlled. Because we all get mad once in a while. But once they say you are crazy, this their madness, they will see crazy very soon. Let them be fooling themselves. They will not allow us to have free movement in our own one loving Nigeria. They are doing sit at home. When we start our sit at home now, they will be the one crying, oh, there is Igbonizing also, it's Igbophobia, they hate Igbo, the sit at home is to destroy Igbo business. Now they don't know the other people have business. They are not considering other people. To them, they want to prove to us, Igbo is united. Make on the wait. Don't worry. This music you are playing, the music of the spirit, this drum beat of Urukere, all of you will dance to it. Understand? I know all your plans. I see your formation. But believe me, that will be the last thing you will do. I am your destiny. Take my word for granted. Your children will know I told you. I do not threaten people. I make a promise that I intend to fulfill. Let's see there. I see Samuel Okuri. I greet you, Samuel Okuri, all the way from Germany. I greet you. I greet you. What do we have here? Mercy, I greet you. I see Ifanye. And what did he say? Onyibe, go do your vam for I. What does it mean, vam for I? Igbo no be your mate. Go do your vam. I don't understand what you mean anyway. But whatever you are saying, we already know you. If you have a little bit sense, you are supposed to tone down. It's Onyibe you are now calling me. I thought I was a prostitute. I'm a Kai Kai man, Ogogoro man, I'm robber, different name. Onyibe is okay. When you are Onyibe, sometimes it's not your fault. It's just nature. So look for a bigger insult, fine, and then unleash it. But you see this drum you people are playing. You are only allowing other people to have more hatred towards your people. And this thing you people are planning, if you make a move, nobody will save your people. You know, look at Igbo man going to pay South African people to open social media platform to demarket Nigeria. And they are the people who want us to fight our politicians. If I continue, I'll Onyibe. No problem. I agree. We say South must rise against to a place of honor. Of course, if we don't do that, Igbo Biafra people will claim us. They will claim us. That is just it. Of course, Igbo Biafra, drop your insult on the comment section. I will respond to you later as always. I'm George Onyibe, and I sign off from here. Have a pleasant